Students,
अब ठीक है.
I welcome you all in 10th class. Very first, let me congratulate all of you that you succeed in class 9 and you secured very good percentage in last year. It is because you paid proper concentration, sincerity and discipline. Student, in this year, you know this is a board class. That means what? That means little difficult but interesting. Okay? In the point of my subject chemistry. So, besides of talking a lot, I am going to start new chapter of class 10th of chemistry, chapter number 1st, chemical reactions and chemical equation. Student, before the study of chemical reaction directly, let's start some of the physical and chemical changes which we are observing, that is some activities which we are observing in our daily life. Like here, you have observed many times, this is burning of candle, isn't it? What happens when a candle is ignited? You can see here, what? The place where we ignite the thread. Two type of processes are getting takes place. One, the wax due to heat is getting converted into liquid form. That is the solid wax is getting converted into liquid form. Okay, but one more activity is also takes place in the atmosphere. There are lot of oxygen. And what is the wax? In nature, it is what? Hydrocarbon. So, the carbon reacts with oxygen and one more activity takes place what? The carbon dioxide is getting formed. So, the two activities are simultaneously takes place here. One what? Melting of solid wax into liquid wax and then the liquid wax is getting evaporating and then it is reacting with the oxygen in the presence of heat, that is burning. So, physical change as well as chemical change is getting takes place here. In physical change, only physical state is getting changed, okay, or the dissolution is only takes place. But in chemical change, the formation of new substance means wax is converted into carbon dioxide and its characteristics is completely getting changed. So this is called chemical change. Student, you know one more activity which takes place around us in daily life. This is what? Earlier it was iron article, but when we kept it open, the iron article which was earlier black brown color now converted into red brown color. This is due to formation of rust. So the formation of rust shows the chemical reaction takes place between iron, atmospheric oxygen and water in the presence of carbon dioxide and now it getting converted into rust. Now its formula, earlier when it was pure iron, only what? Fe, but now its formula is getting changed. That is the chemical compound is getting completely changed and now it become Fe2O3.XH2O. This is called a rust. Okay, water. Student, I can show you some more activity of physical change only. Okay, like if we dissolve any type of salt, like here I have a salt, okay, and I am adding it in a beaker. What is the nature of salt? You can see here, it is solid in nature. Okay, and now I am adding what? Little water in it. Okay, little water is added and now when I stir it and shake it well, it converted into liquid form. That is now the solution becomes. During the formation of solution, there is no remarkable change takes place. Only the solid salt is getting converted into liquid form, that is in the form of solution. But no evolution of any gas, no change in the heat no formation of any precipitate or no change in any color. Therefore, what we are saying, this is called a chemical change. So we have observed the physical change and the chemical change. Means what? Rusting of iron you can consider as a physical change, I mean chemical change. Burning of candle, it is physical as well as chemical change. Okay, I am showing you one more change. Look at here. This is magnesium. Okay, ribbon. I have to burn it, but before burning it, what I am doing? I am scratching it with the help of knife. Why do I am scratching it? Because it is getting converted into a new substance. So now when I scratch it, you can see here shiny white color surface appears, and now I am burning it in the presence of oxygen. See here. Actually, the experiment requires patience. Look at it. Now the magnesium ribbon is started to burn. Okay, why? Because the magnesium is getting reacted with what? Oxygen of atmosphere, and new substance is getting formed. This is what? Magnesium oxide. Okay, what it is getting deposited, that is called what? Magnesium oxide. So this is called a chemical change. Yes, now student, you can start. First one, physical change. Okay, when two substances are mixed and no new substance, okay, formed, or no any remarkable changes takes place called physical change. This is called what? Called physical change. Okay. For example, evaporation of water. Okay. Next one, dissolution of any salt, which I showed you earlier, of any salt in the water. Okay, earlier I added here what? Salt, and you can see there is no remarkable change after mixing the salt into the water. Only it loses its state, but no remarkable change. This is called what? Physical change. Now, chemical change. When two or more substances are added and formation of new substance takes place, new substance takes place with new characteristics, with new characteristics, okay, called chemical change. This is known as what? Chemical change. And the process to which the chemical change takes place is known as chemical reaction. Okay. So what should be the characteristics of chemical change? To observe it, again I am going to perform some activities, okay, which you will see in next video. So student, I perform some activities in which some activities belongs to physical change and some of the activities belongs to chemical change. In the physical change, we perform some activities and we observed that there were no remarkable observation or changes takes place, like no change in the color, no formation of new substance, only the physical state of substance were getting changed. So such activities are known as physical change. In the chemical change, we have seen some activities like I bond magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen, and evolution of heat takes place and that magnesium converted into magnesium oxide. One more activity, the wax candle, okay, is ignited by me and we observe that the solid wax first convert into liquid wax, the liquid wax convert into vapor, and then vapor, when it is ignited, reacted with atmospheric oxygen and converted into carbon dioxide. That is, the new substance is formed. Wax is the form of carbon compound and oxygen present in atmosphere when react with it converted into carbon dioxide. So we have seen that in a chemical change, the original substances loses its nature and its property and appear in the form of new characteristics or new properties. This is known as chemical change. So, what is chemical change and chemical reaction? Chemical change and chemical reaction. Okay. Any of the processes or activities. Now any of the processes or activities means heating of any substance, okay, burning of any substance, mixing two substances with each other, getting such activities are process. So any of the activities or processes in which original substance, that is chemical substance. Original substance means like wax, like magnesium. Original substance loses its nature or identity. Like I told you, pure iron, okay, it is black brown in color, but when it converts into rust, it becomes red brown in color. Okay, so loses its nature or identity and appears in the form of new substance, in the form of new substance with different characteristics, with different characteristics due to formation, due to formation of new substance, due to formation of new substance. How it is? The magnesium reacts with oxygen and converted to magnesium oxide. Now the property of magnesium oxide is just different as compared to the property of magnesium. The property of carbon dioxide is just different as compared to the property of wax, that is carbon compound, and oxygen. Of new substance is called what? Chemical change. This is known as chemical change. Okay? And the process to which it takes place, and the process to which the chemical change, takes place is known as chemical reaction. That is, the activity which we perform, this activity is known as what? Chemical reaction. Means the two substances or single substances, when heated or when it is combined with any other substances, then this process is known as chemical reaction. Getting? Student, actually in the chemical reaction, the original substance or the previous substance is getting converted into new substance. It forms a new type of substance with very different property as compared to the earlier or pure substances. This process is known as chemical change or chemical reaction. Now, how do we identify this chemical change or chemical reaction? So, there should be some specific observable characteristics. So, what are these characteristics? We will see by performing some activities. Yes, student. Now, the next topic is characteristics of chemical reaction. That is, when we perform any activity or when we perform any process or when we mix two chemical substances, okay, then some observation, that is some change will take place. We will observe something. Okay, these are called what? Characteristics of chemical reaction. Some easily observable changes takes place during or after the chemical reaction. After the chemical reaction are known as characteristics of chemical reactions. Okay, now what should be these easily observable changes? Okay, so there should be 4 or 5 or many type of observations we can obtain after performing chemical reaction or during the chemical reaction. Like here, one by one I am writing and performing activity. Like first one, evolution of gas. Okay, I will perform its activity. Now, how do I perform its activity? I will add sodium nitrite, NaNO2, sodium nitrite, and hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. I can take even solution or even in the solid form plus hydrochloric acid. And let us see what happens when I add NaNO2 and HCl. So, I have sodium nitrite, you can see here NaNO2. I am adding it in a beaker, look at here, in a beaker, and I have HCl, you can see here HCl. And now I am adding two substances. I can use dropper, but directly I am adding here. And now look at here, what's happened? Evolution of brown color of gas takes place. Can you see it? This is evolution of brown color gas. So why it happens? It is because the chemical reaction takes place between HCl and NaNO2. So what it forms? It converts into new substance by evolution of what? Gas. Okay, so the evolution of gas become one of the characteristics. Okay, what should be the second observation? The second observation is change in the color. Change in the color. Okay, so to perform this activity, I have one substance. This is what? Lead nitrate. So I am adding lead nitrate here in a beaker. Here is a lead nitrate. You can see it is white color substance, lead nitrate. Okay, and now I am adding a little water in it to make its solution. Okay, so that become lead nitrate. So what I am doing? I am reacting lead nitrate plus Ki solution. Ki means what? Potassium iodide solution. Now I have potassium iodide solution. Here is the potassium iodide solution, and here what? Lead nitrate. Look at here, it is white in color, it is colorless. Okay, but when I add these two substances, now see what happens. Look at what happens here. The white color substance converted into what? Yellow color substance. This is called change in the color. Okay, so when I added lead nitrate with the potassium iodide, now the change in color takes place. What? It becomes yellow color. Yellow color. Earlier the lead nitrate solution, it was what? White in color. Okay, Ki solution, it was colorless, but now it becomes what? Yellow color. Why it becomes yellow color? It is due to formation of new substance. How new substance? Lead. That is what? Pb. And from potassium iodide, iodine become what? PPI. That is lead nitrate and Ki loses their property, loses their nature, and convert into new substance. These new substance is what? Lead iodide. Okay, PbI2. Okay, which is yellow in color. So these are the characteristics. Yes. Now, student, what should be third one? The third one is formation of precipitate. Formation of precipitate. Getting? Now, I am performing activity for it. Like here, in a beaker. Here, in a beaker, I am taking one of the substance H2SO4. Look at here, H2SO4. Look at what is the color of H2SO4? It is colorless. Getting? Now to this H2SO4 solution, now I am adding barium chloride solution. Look at barium chloride solution. Again, this is what? Colorless. So I am adding two substances. What? First one is H2SO4 plus I am adding what? BaCl2. So this one aqueous solution of H2SO4 and this is aqueous solution of BaCl2. It is what? Colorless and it is again what? Colorless. And these two are what? True solution. That is transparent solution. True solution. You can see here. These two are true solution. That is transparent solution. When I add BaCl2 little drop in H2SO4, I am little increasing its quantity so that you can absorb properly H2SO4 and now barium chloride solution. Look at here. Are you able to observe the characteristics? Look at here. Okay, it converts into white solid along with some solutions are there. That is the liquid solution and then there is what? Some solid components are there. These solid components, okay, present in the vessel or reaction mixture is called precipitate. So when H2SO4 reacts with BaCl2, it converts into what? Precipitate. Now we can write even the name of these precipitate. So what is the name of precipitate? The name of precipitate is barium from one of the chemical substance. Write it Ba. And SO4 from another chemical substance that become what? BaSO4. So this is the precipitate. What is precipitate? Precipitate is the solid content present in reaction vessel or reaction mixture. Okay, that is after chemical reaction takes place. Okay, one more property is there, like evolution of gas. Okay, with brisk effervescence. With brisk effervescence. Okay, for this I can perform one activity. Like here in a beaker, I am adding washing soda. This is washing soda, sodium carbonate. Okay, and solid sodium carbonate in a vessel. Getting? And now in this solution, I am adding H2SO4. Look at here, H2SO4. So which two substances I am adding here? Here I am adding sodium carbonate, which is called washing soda. Sodium carbonate. Okay. Plus I am adding what? H2SO4 acid. Okay. Now let's check what will happen. See here properly. Look at it. What's happening? The gas is evolving with brisk effervescence. Okay. Can you identify these characteristics or such activity in your daily life? Yes. When we open any aerated bottle like Thumbs Up, Coca-Cola, okay, it gives these types of observation. This is called evolution of brisk effervescence. Isn't it? So this is also chemical change. So what? The brisk effervescence is getting evolved. What is the reason of evolution of this brisk effervescence? This is due to formation of CO2 gas, that is from sodium carbonate. Okay, when we added H2SO4, the CO2 gas, that is a new substance is formed, and therefore carbon dioxide gas is evolved. Okay, I can perform last activity. Okay, like here, change in heat. Okay, for change in heat, I am doing one activity. Okay, see, I have a piece of sodium metal. Look at here. It is a sodium metal. You have to observe it very properly. Okay, sodium metal. Look at here. Okay, it is earlier wax coated, but when I remove wax, okay, present inside the outside the sodium metal, then it will come in its pure form. Okay, it is highly reactive. It is so reactive that to seize its reactivity, we need to coat it by wax, or we have to keep immersed it in kerosene oil. So now I am adding it in a China dish. Look at here, China dish. So it become one of the substance, and now simply I am adding water in it, and see the process. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, this is called what? Evolution of heat. Okay. So this is why it is, because the sodium, okay, reacts with water, H2O, and converted into new substance. This is what? NaOH, sodium hydroxide. And hydrogen gas is evolved. You have seen the flame, okay, the yellow color flame, or the yellow color light. Why? It is because the heat is developed in this reaction, and this heat is sufficient to burn hydrogen gas. So the burning which you have observed, this is due to formation of new substance. Okay, I can show you one more time. So, student, with this, our experiment is completed. Our some activities are completed. You can find some more characteristics of chemical change and chemical reaction. So, a lot of hydrogen gas is getting evolving. Therefore, I am feeling some suffocation here. Okay.